Hey YouTube, it's me. Oh, I'll readjust myself. This shirt is a little good. I'm hanging out on the bed. You know what? I really hadn't intended. Okay. I really hadn't intended on making. Well, I was gonna make some videos today, but it wasn't gonna be about this. But I had to, address this. So I go on RadarOnline.com today, and this is what I read. Audio. Chris Brown. My hat is off to Tiger Woods. And then the summary goes as follows. Uh, Chris Brown compared himself to Tiger Woods in a radio interview Wednesday, saying both him and the golf icon deserve second chances from the public service for their mistakes. And yada yada yada. You click to it and it gets more detailed, and you can listen to the audio. RadarOnline.com. I had to address this. You know, when you stop talking about things or people, they go away, more or less. Especially in Hollywood, when people stop talking about you as a celebrity, you go away. You know, some people have mental breakdowns. Some people are perfectly fine with it because they hated the spotlight anyway. Um, some people, work harder, put out new stuff so they can try and get back in the spotlight and people can be talking about them again. But the reality of it is, there's situations or things that happen in life, and sometimes the best thing to do is forgive and forget, and part of forgetting is to not talk about it anymore. This, hold on, excuse me, I'm not gonna say this anything. Chris Brown, Chris Brown. I personally really had disregarded the whole Rihanna situation. I remember it happens. It stays in the back of everybody's mind, I think. I mean, not in the back of your mind, but he's always going to be affiliated with that or associated with that. But I stopped talking about it. Chris Brown. Chris Brown. Where are your PR people? Like, where's your manager, whoever? Why are you still talking about this? Why did you voluntarily address something like this? It's irrelevant to you. They're not even the type of. Okay, Tiger Woods may be a hoe, but he's not a woman beater. There's a big ass difference. Okay? Yeah, he's wrong for doing this or that, and we're just talking about people. It's not cool to cheat on your spouse. So, yes, in that aspect, he is wrong. But I also feel like his relationship, as well as the whole thing with Rihanna, didn't need to be all in the media like that. People's relationships are very, very intimate, and breakups and things are not something that you want everybody asking you questions about and on the public eye. Of course, paparazzi don't care about that because that's how they get paid. That's their living. Um, they're always going to be there. But is it right? No, not at all. Um, but that being said, I need Chris Brown not to throw himself under the bus. Like, dude, nobody was talking about you or to you. Nobody was addressing anything concerning you, and you come out of left field with this statement about how you feel like you and Tiger Woods should both get a chance. I feel like you should shut up so that people can forget what happened. You know, you want to keep you keep your hollering. I want people to forget about what happened, but you're talking about it yourself. We know what happened. The reality of it is that there are going to be people that have their opinions about the whole situation, and there are some people who are going to say, well, I'm not supporting Chris Brown anymore, and that's their choice, and he's going to have to deal with that. That is their choice. Now, if him and Tiger Woods wouldn't done what they did, this wouldn't even be a blog to be made. This wouldn't even be an issue to be discussed. It would be completely irrelevant. People need to start taking responsibility for their actions. Period. Point blank. But the whole irony of this is that Chris Brown decided he was just gonna share his story with everybody, and or his 2 cents about this. Oh well, I think that me and Tiger Woods should be forgiven. Chris, shut up. Nobody was even talking to you. That was so, like, really, it's old. It's old. We don't care. I don't care about that anymore. I forgave Chris Brown along. It wasn't even my place to. It's not our place to forgive or not forgive celebrities. They don't owe us anything. You know what I'm saying? They don't owe us anything. I'm not sleeping with Chris Brown. He didn't beat my ass, so I mean it's messed up. But at the same time, I'm not gonna hold it against him. He didn't do it to me. You know. Put socks on. Aren't these cute little fuzzy wuzzy looking? My mom got me these for Valentine's Day. My mom was my Valentine's and said, "Have any more?" But no, I don't have too much to say about that. I just thought that it was kind of stupid of him to just, you know, volunteer his information like that, his little 2 cents. Like, what are you talking about? Chris Brown, sweetheart. There are some people that aren't cool with it. There are some people that are going to hold it against you forever. It's a consequence of stupid things. Everybody learns from their mistakes. Tiger Woods learned not to leave voicemails. And, at the end of the day, how's my other sock? Oh. Uh, you know, at the end of the day, give it time and people will become less critical about it. They're not going to forget. They're not going to forget because it wasn't like Tiger Woods slept with one or two people. He slept with over a dozen people. A dozen. Okay? He slept with a different girl every day for 2 weeks. If you want to do the math like that, that's not something that you forget. It's always going to be a joke. It's funny. We all think it's stupid. Like, come on, guy. Like, really? But as far as, Chris Brown goes, that's a completely different issue. The severity levels are completely different. Chris Brown went to jail, or got arrested for domestic violence, pled felony assault charges. That's completely different than just cheating with a bunch of random sluts in your area. It is, sorry. Abuse is abuse, physical or mental. And yeah, Ellen, is that her name? Ellen Woods is going to have some mental strain from this. She's probably going to have some trust issues and all kind of other issues. But at the end of the day, at least she's not on TMZ with busted lip and black eye and knots over her head and all these things. So Chris Brown, stop while you're ahead. Don't make any more little statements about, well, I think me and don't put yourself in the category with Tiger Woods, because it wasn't just infidelity. You beat the shit out of someone. Okay? So, and like I said, no, it's not no huge shade to Chris Brown. Like I said, I don't have a problem with him. I just thought that it was kind of dumb that he brought it up after it's really kind of simmered down. Like, and then you paired yourself with Tiger Woods. The only other person y'all need is fucking Jon Gosling. And then you guys can be the douche trio, because that's how people, like, that's not how I feel about it. Although I do feel like Jon Gosling is a huge douchebag. I don't feel like Tiger Woods is a huge douchebag. I feel like he's dumb and he should have left voicemails. But you know what? At the end of the day, he's a guy. He's a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? A man once told me men are only as faithful as their options. And I don't know how true that is. But you know what I'm saying? If I'm young, black, rich, and good looking, and I'm screwing everything too. How, why not? I mean, maybe if I wasn't married, but his little judgment was a little clouded, all right? But do I feel like Tiger Woods is the bad guy? No. He's still great at golf. Yada yada in the third, but he's a hoe. But yeah, no more volunteered statements, please, Chris. You were doing fine. We're cool. Like, you ain't got to say anything else. Okay? That was my 2 cents. Like I said, you can go see it at radaronline.com.